Hi Chris, talking tonight after an impressive 1-0 win over high-flying Halesowen. It was a real battle out there at times, but I think we edged it in the second half.
Yeah, it was a bit of a, I don't know how many times I've been here when we've shot downhill, but we've had the wind against us. It was a funny first half, mate, really. I thought that they'd obviously set up to counter. I don't know whether that's them over and over again, but I thought they were really good on transition, and we had to adjust that line, and we probably got away with one early on where he's broke through, and then the one where he's offside, where he's run straight through the two centre halves. I thought we adjusted, and then I just thought it was a bit of a ding-dong first half. I thought it was a ding-dong most of the game, to be fair, until the sending off. But even then, I still thought that they showed their qualities and made them hard and resilient to get through, and then probably lacked a little bit of quality in the final third, both ends, to be fair. But obviously, we've done enough.
Yeah, I think it was always. I think we were thinking even that when we went down to 10 men, we were like, there could still be a goal in this game, and who knows which way it's going to go. But obviously, we did get it, and I think in that second half we probably had a few more chances. We peppered the goal at one point, and just a little bit more composure, perhaps, or might have seen an earlier breakthrough.
Yeah, I think we had to change shape. We felt that maybe a couple of runners from midfield might help us, and ultimately that's where the goals come from. We felt the conditions probably lent itself for more of a vertical game today. And then when the man went off, we tried to stretch the pitch and introduce him Niggs, obviously Harrison coming off. But just thought if we could get deep runners and the goals come from it. And as you said, we've hit the post a couple of times. Listen, that's an excellent effort from the end. Bit of luck on our side, which is a rare change for us, really, Neil, isn't it? But wouldn't have surprised me if it had been 0-0. I'd have been more than happy with a 0-0, if I'm honest. I think, you're playing against an excellent side and taking nothing away from them, obviously. It's fine margins, isn't it?
Yeah.
And ultimately it's come our way this time round. So it's 3 really good points. That's them, Redditch, Kettering. So we know we're a good side at home. I read an article that their statistician had done, and he had some really interesting bits in there about us only losing 3 games when we've been ahead in the first half in the last 64 games. So that was a nice. I didn't know that. Well done to him.
Yeah, I don't think any of us knew that.
No, but yeah, listen, it's not a game of real quality. I don't think the conditions allowed the real quality. I think it was 2 teams that were going to have to be switched on, and maybe a game of mistakes. And as I just said, there, fine margins is the big difference, mate.
Yeah, and also maybe the fantastic cross and an amazing header from possibly the shortest fella on the pitch.
He's really good in the
header.
air. Yeah, he's really good in the air for his size. I remember the one down at Ware pre-season where he's run across the goalkeeper for the corner and then nodded one in. And I thought, we might have something here. So he attacks the ball really well. He times his jump excellently, and it's a fantastic ball in. I was a bit carried away. I didn't see who put the ball in. Was it Damari?
I think it was Damari. Yeah.
No, it's a good ball into the box. And listen, he's keeper's a very good keeper, and he's looped over him. So yeah, it's nice that it's mad. And I had someone ask me today if my job was safe. And it's like, hang on, we're 7 points off the playoffs.
Yeah, 4 points off them now. Which is mad.
It's madness. So yeah, listen, we go into a run of 5 games where I think we should expect something from ourselves. And that obviously starts on Saturday. But as we've just sort of said in there, that's the endeavour that needs to be matched every single game. And I think But
then we know that in this league anyone can beat anyone, really. So we can't take any of those for granted, obviously.
I mean, we talk about fine margins. The Stanford one's a fine margin, isn't it? Like Muzz has been sent off minimal. I watched it back, and there's a pattern of play where arguably they could have had 2 sent off and they've not been dealt with in a similar fashion. We don't have the man sent off. We maybe don't come out there 3-1 losers, So it is showing this league is a little bit unforgiving, and as long as we keep trying, and that's all I've said to the boys, if they're running around, then I tend to go quieter. It's when they're not running around that I sort of.
Well, I think there were plenty of running around tonight. Definitely, I think still. Perhaps didn't get his reward tonight with a goal, but I thought Harrison's work rate and putting himself about seems to really be finding his feet now with the level, and I thought he had a fantastic hard working game, definitely.
I think you look at the one big. He's very good at attacking the ball in the box. He does the graph that coaches maybe see, and maybe sometimes spectators will just look at goals and whatnot. But I thought that was probably his best performance.
Yeah, I agree.
We spoke about a few things, and there was a couple of things that come out over a drink over the weekend where it was like maybe we need to include that, and I thought he was excellent for the large part of the game. It wasn't a performance related; it was a tactical one of why we felt to go with one striker, and it's nice to see. I know what the lad can do. I've seen what he can do. Maybe it's taken a little bit longer for him to get up to speed, but I don't hesitate that he won't get there. And once he is, I think we've got a fantastic football on our hands.
Yeah, and I think, probably, better than anyone about the crowd here is that, we will give people time, we will support them, and we as long as we're seeing that they're putting in the hard yards.
Yeah.
So Bromsgrove Saturday, hoping for a big travelling support.
Yeah, I mean it's our last coach journey before Christmas. We have to have a good journey there, a good journey back. You know what you get at Bromsgrove. It's never ever an easy game. I quite like going there. I quite like the interaction with the fans. Probably touching on fans. I say it every time. I think these are class. The Halesowen lot.
To travel that way on a Tuesday night,
vocal,
fantastic.
But yeah, just even when you go down there, it's always so impressive to listen to the shed. It's called the shed, isn't it? To listen to the shed, and you think, dude, you just keep that quiet. You've got half a chance. So, like, fair play to them travelling down. But yeah, Bromsgrove is always a nice interaction with the fans as well. And I remember I felt that maybe this time last year that was the turn. On our performance, we went there, and I remember it was a real sloppy 1-0, but I just felt that it was probably the best defensive performance we put in since I've taken the reins, and we'll probably have to go and do the same thing, just be hard to beat and pick up the points where we can.
And another clean sheet today. Just touching on that.
Yeah, no, they're so important along with set pieces, and if we can just keep doing that, we should have more clean sheets with the quality of defensive player we have. And we've done that tonight without Ed and without Muzz, who are probably the two sort of amongst the two more reliable in terms of performances, which is probably hopefully even more pleasing for the young lads that they've had to stand on their own 2 feet. Probably I'm entering it into the interview a little bit, but I think it's probably worth. I think it deserves a mention. So Edu is back playing with the 23s.
Oh, good.
He did half hour, came on for half hour. He looks so sharp in training as well. So like that's behind the scenes, that you've got like a really good football player that's hopefully going to be back by the end of the month. We're aiming for Boxing Day, where he can come off of the bench. And Scott and John, they deserve like a real big pat on the back for the work they've done with him, and Edu for the graft. It's hard at times when you're injured, but it's so nice seeing him run around and get involved in training and now involved in games. So no game Saturday might put him back a little bit, but yeah, it's nice to know that we've been sort of craving probably more ammunition in areas to maybe come off the bench or to compete or whatever it is, and we're getting there, Neil. So I know I'm sort of digressing a little bit, but I just thought it was worth a comment on him.
Yeah, right, great. Cheers, mate.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.